Hey everyone, thank you for tuning into Melen Soap Shop. Welcome to part 2 of Honey Oatmeal Cupcake Soap and Oatmeal Bath Bomb. Here I am taking my baking soda, measuring it, and putting it in the sifter. It is best if you take all of your dry ingredients and sift it. That way you can avoid any lumps from forming in your mix. Now I'm measuring the cornstarch, and I'm going to follow the same process. I'm going to take the cornstarch and put it inside of the sifter and sift it through. Here I'm preparing the citric acid to put in the sifter. Citric acid is a very fine powder and sometimes can affect some people when they breathe because of the powder being so fine. I wear a mask when I work with the citric acid. You can wear a mask if you desire. I also have a fan blowing on the floor just to have the air circulating out the window. Now I'm going to put on my gloves and I'm going to incorporate all of the dry ingredients together. I'm going to mix until I feel that all of my ingredients is completely mixed in together. Here, I no longer need my mask, so I'm removing my mask and putting my gloves back on. The wet ingredients are two separate jars that I have, and now I'm taking both jars and I'm mixing it all together. Now I'm going to add my mica colorant to my bath bomb mixture. And I'm also going to rub the mixture with my hands together. I would recommend that as you add your mica colorant, you do not add too much. It may look like you don't have enough because it looks light, but as you add your wet ingredients to your bath bomb mixture, you will see that it gets darker. Next step is to add your wet ingredients to your dry ingredients. I'm going to continue using the same method of rubbing the ingredients between my hands. You will add only a little bit of wet ingredients to your dry ingredients at a time, only a little at a time. If you add all of it at once, you're going to run the risk of fizzing your bath bomb mixture, and you don't want that to happen. So you will add a little bit of wet ingredients to your dry ingredients, just a little at a time. And I'm continuing to use the same method of rubbing the mixture between my hands, and this is helping me to keep lumps out of my mixture. If you keep a close eye, you'll be able to notice how the bath bomb mixture gets darker every time I add more of the wet ingredients. As I add my wet ingredients to the bath bomb mixture, I will test to see if any of my bath bomb mixture is ready. And the way I test it is by grabbing some into my hand, squeezing it together, and bouncing it from one palm to the other palm. If it falls apart, that means it's not ready. So I'll continue to add the wet ingredients to my dry ingredients until I'm able to bounce some of the mixture back and forth into my hands without it falling apart. My mixture is ready, and now I'm going to add my ground oatmeal. And I'm going to continue using the same method, just mixing around, adding oatmeal, mixing it some more, making sure that all of my ingredients is fully incorporated with the oatmeal. Now comes the fun part. You're going to take your mold and you're going to take your bath bomb mixture and you're going to press it in as far as you can into your mold. And you're going to press, add more of the ingredients, press, add more into the mold, press again, add some more, and you'll continue doing this until all of your mixture is inside of your cupcake mold. And there it is. Now we'll wait 24 to 48 hours before we add the frosting on top of the cupcake. So now it's been 24 to 48 hours. I actually waited 3 days. You're going to take a spoon, turn your mold over, and tap. Every single time you give it a tap, your cupcake should come out. If it doesn't come out, continue tapping lightly until it comes out. And as you can see here, my cupcakes are completely hard, rock solid. Now we're going to make the frosting that's going on top. I'm adding my meringue powder, and I'm adding my baking soda. Now I'm adding some sugar and some warm water. And now you're going to mix until all of it is all fully mixed together. And you're going to slowly continue adding the powdered sugar. You don't want to add all of your water at once. You don't want to add all of your powdered sugar at once. You just want to add a little bit at a time until you get stiff peaks that form in your frosting. You may ask yourself, how do you know it's ready? Well, at this point right now, our frosting is not ready. It's still very fluid, very creamy. It's not forming peaks. So at this point, it's not ready yet. So we're going to continue adding sugar. If it gets too dry, we'll add just a little bit of water and continue mixing. And you'll see soon how the peaks form. There we go. I'm mixing it some more. Now, every time I'm going to fill in my piping bag, I always put it in a long cup, a cup that has very deep where I can put in my bag, and I add my mixture to it. And then here I'm going to take my paintbrush stick and I'm going to slide or scrape down the frosting into the piping bag. You twist the top, you get your cupcake, make sure that your cupcake has been dusted off, and then you start adding your frosting. Always begin in the middle and make a mound around. And then you go back on the outside and you work your way from the outside on top of the center, and just like if you were pouring ice cream, and back into the middle. To repeat this step again. You will make a mound in the middle. Then you'll work your way from the outside back into the middle. If you use a larger piping bag, it'll be a lot easier to work with. Here are my cupcakes with my frosting on top. Now I'm adding some oats on top, and when I'm done, I'm going to put them in the freezer for 15 minutes. I'll take them out and just wait for about 3 days before I package them. We're testing a bath bomb, and as you can see here, the frosting is not floating. Usually the frosting will float on top. The reason why it didn't float this time is because the frosting was not completely hardened. I actually tested the bath bomb the same day I put the frosting on top. So you can see the oils, you can see how they're floating, you can see the great fizz that the bath bomb has. And you can use this for your feet, for your hands. You can put it in your tub and your skin will get quite a treat. If there are any techniques that you're interested in learning, feel free to comment below. And remember to support this channel, like, share, and subscribe to my videos. If you're interested in purchasing any of these products, please go to www.melensoapshop.com. If you live in the Central Florida area, we also make home deliveries. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.